Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Spencer Center here in Mount Carmel, Illinois for this volleyball matchup between the Wabash Valley Warriors and the Shawnee Saints. I'm Marley Angel alongside Tice Gordon. And Tice, this is a matchup between two teams who recently haven't found a lot of success. Wabash Valley in the midst of a 12-game losing streak, and Shawnee hasn't won a game since 2019. So both these teams trying to come in here with a bit of a positive attitude, even though they're really struggling, especially mentally coming into this one.
Right. And Wabash, I was on the first game. I was on the first game with Zach, and we were 3-5, I think, and we lost that game, and we still haven't won. But every other game I've been here and watched since and commentated, Wabash has fought, and I mean, it's just almost they can't get it right there at the end. They play back and forth the whole game, and then the other team takes the lead and ends up taking the set just about every time. So one thing the girls need to work on is definitely just finishing out the sets. But yeah, Shawnee, I mean, look at the stuff you have wrote down on that. Lost 80 games straight. When was the last time you said they won a set?
1,480 days ago, September 8th, 2019 was the last time that the Shawnee Saints won a match of volleyball.
Wow. 1,480 days. I mean, for a team to even do that, I don't even know. I mean, I know that a lot of the players are maybe basketball and softball players maybe trying to stay in shape, but it's not a very good season so far for the Saints.
And you look at their schedule, they have won only one set of action so far this year, and that was against Southeastern Illinois on the 23rd of this month. But we go to the Wabash Valley Warriors side. One positive thing for them coming into this one, their last win that they had was against this very same Shawnee Saints club. That was back on August 30th.
Yeah, that's a very long time ago. And this is a game that the Warriors have to win. I mean, it's a no-brainer. They literally have to win this game, and I think that they're ready, and I believe we're gonna take care of Shawnee pretty easily.
And this Wabash Valley Warriors team, a team that, when you date back, has been good in the past. The 2020 COVID season, where they combined the spring of 2021 and the fall of 2020. 14-9, 8-5 record in conference. 2021, the fall campaign, 15-8 overall, 9-5 in conference play. Then last year is when you saw a little bit of that dip with a 13-18 overall record, 7-9 in the GRAC. This season, coming into this one here on the 27th, 3-14, 1-7 in conference play. Should be a fun one here. A name to watch out for on the Shawnee side of things is Kyra McCall. She will be getting a lot of action, especially in the assist department. She plays a setter. She also with 1.17 digs per set. Michaela DeGier also in that column. She has 1.21 kills per set, but overall you look at the statistics, and along with the record, not very impressive for the Shawnee Saints, as we are about ready for action. As here's Alyssa Wilkie with the first serve. Gets it over without an issue. Hits it to the far side, soft touch blocked up front by Wabash Valley. That was Jayla Wiggins trying to deceive the Wabash Valley Warriors. A long rally so far here to the far side. A nice dig by Shawnee. The Saints doing well on this first rally. And that one just off the fingertips, a nice save on the backside. And they continue to go at it. Right at the libero there for the Saints. A block by the Wabash Valley Warriors, Alexis Johnson.
Yeah, good job by Shawnee for staying in that volley right there for so long. They did a very good job getting it over the net.
A long first rally here in this game. Alyssa Wilkie there with a service ace.
We'll take those all game.
That is Wilkie's 25th service ace on the season. She leads this team in service aces coming into this one with 24, now at 25. 2-0 Warriors early in set one. Just trying to get it over was Lexi Weber. Didn't see an opportunity to attack. And on the hitting error on that one is Michaela DeGier. I highlighted her pregame. She leads this team in kills per set. Just a little off cue on that one. So Wilkie stays with it behind the line. 3-0 Warriors early. Wabash trying to come into this one and take care of business like they did the first time. That one off the thumbs of the libero up into the rafters. Far side, and what a hit there. That's Brenna Brosmer.
And it looks like they're going to give Shawnee the points.
They're going to say it was just outside. Some disappointment from Wabash Valley Warrior fans over here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if I like the call either, but you know, you win some and you lose some, so just going to have to get the point back.
Jayla Wiggins be the one serving it. She has 15 service aces on the season. More of a defensive player, though, with over 3 digs per set so far. Tried to dig that one out, but wasn't able to.
Good effort, just couldn't get there in time. Well-placed ball by the Warriors.
4-1 Wabash Valley over Shawnee. On the serve there was Lexi Weber, regularly an outside hitter, trying to dive for it. Was the libero, and just not quite enough range to go and find it. Carmen Smith will now be behind the service line, the freshman. They're just going to have to try and get it over, but off the forearms, it seemed there, of Brenna Brosmer.
Yeah, it just looks like little mistakes for Wabash early here. Is just easy things to clean up that'll come on throughout the game.
This team has the second most, Wabash Valley being it, second most reception errors in the country at the junior college level. So you'll see a lot of unforced errors on that side when they do have the ball. Shawnee has a chance to set up. They're going to do so on the far side, but blocked by the combination of Alexis Johnson and Brenna Brosmer on that far right side.
Madison Farmer subs in for Grace Lennard in the rotation.
Farmer, she has 25 total blocks on the season. She is second on the team in assists with 322. There's Brosmer again, just off the fingertips, tried to just touch it over and deceive the defense, but instead hit it right under her own net. And Shawnee, all of a sudden, seems like they might be in this one. Serving now is DeGier. Blocked and dug out by Wabash Valley. They keep this rally alive. Try to look to continue to do the same. And it's an unforced error on the Saints' part that will get the Warriors a point.
It's actually the dig that you said was by Haley Miller. She digged it with her foot, kicked it up to another player, and they got it over the net. Don't see that often, do you?
Definitely don't. But unlike soccer, you don't get penalized for using something other than the main part of your body. And trying to combine on the 2 digs there. 2 Wabash players, that being Weber and Greathouse. Neither of them able to get to it.
Yeah, Shawnee's definitely staying in this game and not going away easy.
6-5 is the score here early in set number 1. Farmer now trying to get it, but dug out in the back by Shawnee. Leonard gets it in the back row. Another nice dig. And this rally, again, like so many others we've seen so far today, just continues. But a block up front by Wabash Valley. They stretch their lead to 2.
It is hard to get the ball over Madison Farmer. When she jumps and puts her hands up, it's not a whole lot of room for that ball to go anywhere.
That was her 26th block this campaign. On the far side, that's Wiggins. Was dug out in the back. Here's Wabash Valley's offense coming alive again. That's Lexi Weber.
Great job there by Haley Miller to keep it alive.
Miller will now serve behind the line, tossing it up to herself and hitting it over easily. Another block by the combination on this near side of Weber and Madison Farmer, and the Warriors have gotten 4 straight points.
Yeah, let's see if we could keep it going and not let down here.
Wabash Valley coming into this one probably looking at least what they thought was going to be an easy win, maybe being woken up a little bit here in this first set of action. That's going to be another point Wabash Valley, and they've doubled the Saints.
Timeout, Shawnee.
So Shawnee is going to talk about it, and as they do, we're going to take 30 seconds to talk on our own. We'll be back in 30 here in Mount Carmel.
You already know that the First National Bank is your real community bank, but have you met our people? It's the people inside that make us a community bank. We live here, we work here, we're your neighbors and your friends. When you bank with us, your money is reinvested in your community. At the First National Bank, our customers are more than an account number. People are the reason for this community. We're your hometown bank, serving the area since 1906. We are the First National Bank, where our people make the difference. Come see us today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here in Mount Carmel, Illinois, and Wabash Valley, after getting a bit of a scare there at the beginning of that first set, they have now doubled the Saints' score. It's 10-5, but the Saints early looked pretty good.
Yeah, they did, and they definitely were staying in the game, and I think it was more just Wabash making little mistakes on their end, and that was what kept these Saints into the first set. But I don't know, I believe that we can take care of this. We got Haley Miller serving, and if we can keep her back there for quite some time, we'll have a lot of success in the rest of this set.
Miller on the season, 20 service aces. She is second on the team in service aces. That's going to be number 21.
Yep, go ahead and give her another one for sure.
Now, you talked about the unforced errors a little bit, and you see that in the statistics as well. 10th in the country, 10th most service errors in the country at the junior college level, and second most receiving errors in the country at the junior college level. So a lot of mistakes that need to be cleaned up on the Wabash Valley side, and there's going to be another error there that's going to give the Saints a point. And that could be one of the reasons that they've really struggled throughout this schedule this year.
Yeah, it's definitely a big story on the reasoning why they're not succeeding as the way they want to. And if you're going to want to, you're going to have to clean that up.
And you go all the way back to the Vincennes game as this one's up and over the net. Go all the way back to the Vincennes game, a 3-0 loss on September 6th here at the Spencer Center. Madison Farmer hits it into her own net again. That's going to be another receiving error in the past 3 for Wabash Valley. But speaking of that Vincennes game, it looks just at a glance 3-0 a loss. But then you watch the game, and they were in it the entire time against a top 25 ranked Vincennes team, but they just couldn't get over that net with errors like that.
Yeah, right. And that's how me and Zach, we were at the game here, and we were playing John A. Logan, and I mean, they are a insane team. They hadn't lost a set, and they still didn't end up losing a set yet, which I'm sure they have now. I'm not for sure what they're doing now, but we played with them all 3 sets. I mean, it was not a bad game to go to at all, but they ended up taking it 3-0, and it's a lot of unforced, unserviced errors,
So that's something that Wabash has been working to figure out throughout the year. There was just an error on the Shawnee side of things that got the Warriors their 12th point of this first set. Madison Farmer will be the one serving it behind the line now. Little misdirection on the side of Shawnee. They're going to have a chance to set up their offense. On the far side, that's Wiggins, not able to get much on it. Now to the near side for Wabash Valley. A hit from 10 and another hit from the other number 10, both in black jerseys today. The Saints continuing to make Wabash Valley work here with long rallies. No double touch there, they're gonna call it. So Wabash Valley now up 13-8.
Yeah, Shawnee's definitely not giving up, and they're making these volleys go as long as possible.
Farmer once again, she put some steam on that one. To the far side once more, not able to get a hit on it. So she tried to just bounce it over, but it misdirected off of her upper forearm. That was Jayla Wiggins. Wiggins on the year, more of a defensive player as mentioned, but playing in the front row of that set. That's her on the dig there out of the serve. Just bouncing it over was Weber. giving Shawnee an opportunity to set up their offense. Madison Farmer reached out with one hand instead of having both connected and just kind of punched that one out. Seemed like she didn't even know that one was going to come to her.
Yeah, and the way Madison Farmer subbed out, it looked like someone else was probably supposed to be the one there to make that play, but I'm not for sure.
One that's subbing in, Grace Leonard. She's the one that leads this team in digs per set with 3.8, just about 4. As Shawnee loses track of this, a miscommunication, can't get a hold of it in that back right corner. 15-9 Wabash. Now coming into the game back, the right setter, Brenna Brosmer, the freshman, number 15.
Stepping out was Ava Greathouse.
That's going to be point Wabash Valley, just barely skirting over the net. As back to serve, one of the best serving players on this Wabash Valley team, Alyssa Wilkie. It'll be a timeout, but we'll stay here. 16-9 the score, Wabash on top. Shawnee showing some fight though early on in this set number 1.
Yeah, definitely don't count them out of the game, as they're gonna continue to fight. Looks like the whole game. Definitely this first set, they're not gonna give up.
And one thing that stood out to me when researching these Shawnee Saints, a hitting percentage in the negatives at negative .004, their hitting percentage. That means they have more errors when hitting the ball than not. So they give the team more points than, on average, than they give their self points when they set up for a big hit. That is 84th out of 88 teams at the junior college Division I level in the country. They're also 83rd in kills per set, 84th in assists per set, and 84th in points per set. That points per set number coming in at under 4 at 3.96. And the Saints already have tripled that number here in set 1 against Wabash Valley. Just kind of directed it over. There was Wilkie. She digs that attack out from Wabash. Leonard sets it up for Weber. But no point on that one. Near side blocked up front by Wabash. Shawnee Saints, though, not going away as we've seen constantly throughout this first set. They're just going to hit that one over. Leonard. Back to Weber. Gives Shawnee an opportunity to set things up. Right to Wilkie. She handled it well. And another long rally here between two teams that are desperately searching for a win. That's going to be point Wabash Valley, 17-9.
Yeah, that was a good set, good kill all around right there. Another long volley, as you said. Pretty interesting game to watch so far.
Seems that Shawnee, even though you look at the score, really isn't that much out of this game quite yet. What a block by the combo on that far side. That's Brosmer and Alexis Johnson. We haven't seen Alexis Johnson too much up front. There she is there on the block. We'll see if she gets one set to her here. She does not. It's to Brosmer. And she will get that one just inside the line. Point Wabash Valley. But Alexis Greathouse, she was sidelined earlier this season. She's played 13 of 17 matches that Wabash Valley has had. In those 13 matches, 230 total attacks here for her with a hitting percentage of 174 with 71 kills. That's going to be point for the Saints. But Alexis Johnson so far in this one not getting too involved up front with the offense. Now to serve it for the Shawnee Saints will be Jayla Wiggins. Wiggins, to her credit, has 15 service aces on the season. That's to the near side Brosmer. They're looking for a tip, but the net ref did not see it. But the line ref did, so they'll give the point to the Wabash Valley Warriors.
Yeah, I like that. I like that call. You could obviously have told how the ball changed direction.
Lead official not scared to ask his line official for assistance. Leads to Wabash point. And once more, Shawnee has been doubled up. It's 20-10. Weber serves it, gets it over easily. In the back, just having to get it over was Wiggins. And a misdirection from Wabash Valley. They set up like they were going to go to Johnson, but went to the far side to Brosmer.
Yeah, she's had an electrifying game so far. She's been getting up and really swinging that left arm around and giving it to the other team.
She's been the one responsible for all the offense, trying to dig it out as Lennard, but not able to. As Wabash Valley stacked up front. Subbing into the game now for the Saints, be Anai Blake. She has not played very much this season. 24 blocks to her name, 13 kills, but a hitting percentage of 0. It's going to be point for Shawnee. Wabash Valley looking to end this set sooner rather than later, but a block on the far side does not do so. 21-13 as the Saints try to slowly crawl their way back into this one.
Great block there by Shawnee.
That was the combination of McCall and Blake on that far side near the scorer's table. That's served by Carmen Smith, just barely getting over, and what a hit over here by Haley Miller. Putting it right back to him. She does lead the team in kills with 144, total attacks at 471.
Yeah, I think I'd be a little scared if I saw that coming at me.
Don't put me in that front line. That's going to be another point, Wabash Valley. Shawnee not able to handle it out back. Shawnee looking for something to keep this set alive. They're 2 points away from losing it. There's Brosmer again, and just whiffing on it completely is the libero for Shawnee, that being Tori Crane. And she's usually pretty good in that back line, 3.64 digs per set.
Yeah, it looked like it hit her shoulder, didn't it?
Serving it there was Alexis Johnson. Shawnee looking for any signs of life. That's Madison Farmer getting it right between the girls and the defense on that backside. 25-13, the Warriors, after a shocking start and almost really losing the lead there for a minute in that first set, were able to come back and win the set pretty handedly. So the Warriors over the Saints in set 1 is 1-0. We go to set number 2. We'll take a break.
Hi, I'm Brett Weinzappel. I'm an orthopedic spine surgeon. I'm happy to be starting my practice in Mount Carmel in the orthopedic department. I attended Indiana University School of Medicine in Indianapolis. Following that, I went to Case Western Reserve University for my orthopedic residence as well as a spine fellowship. I've been practicing in Evansville since 2007, and I'm happy to bring my practice to Mount Carmel, Illinois in 2023.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a huge selection of Jeeps and Chryslers. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned inventory at stevefaulknerautomotive.com. Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has a complete lineup of Fords. We have great deals, affordable financing, and an exceptional service department. Come see us today or view our new and pre-owned Fords at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
You need to be mindful that when you're out maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Corporate America Family Credit Union in Mount Carmel is dedicated to providing you the tools, resources, and expertise to empower you to succeed. We're here to provide the products and services you need to further your financial goals and dreams. Our employees truly want to make a difference for you. Offering the latest technology, great rates, and employees, your friends and neighbors ready to serve you. We're here to empower financial success. Scan the QR code to learn more, or call or stop by and see us today and mention the word penny to receive a free gift.
Back in Mount Carmel, Illinois, here for Wabash Valley College volleyball between Wabash Valley Warriors and the Shawnee Saints. Set number 1 finished with a final score of 25-13. Wabash Valley maybe got a bit of a scare at the start of that. At one point, it was only 6-5 Warriors, but Shawnee not able to keep up with Wabash, as Wabash eventually winning that one pretty handedly. They'll look to do the same here in set number 2.
Yeah, and you saying like it was a little bit of scare at the beginning. It's crazy to say that after, like, I mean, if you look at the score, you know, you wouldn't expect that, but you were right. I mean, you would think those 13 points came from us just gradually getting a point here and there, but no, at the beginning it was a 1-point game for a little bit. But Wabash ended up getting it together and putting them out pretty easily there after the first time out really by Shawnee, and forced them to take a second one and then really just had it under control from there.
To start it, here in the second set, J-Lo Wiggins, the freshman, gets it over easily. Lexi Weber not able to get any result on that hit. She'll get another chance, but blocked right back into her face on that far side by the Shawnee Saints. That's the combination of Haley Wright and Carmen Smith. 2 long, lanky players up front. The past 3 seasons for Shawnee has been anything but pleasant. 0-18 in 2020, 0-24 in 2021, and in 2022. Last season, 0-22. So far this year, they're 0-15. That's going to be point Wabash Valley. There was a bit of miscommunication on the side of the Saints.
As the fishing team and the archery team have decided to show up, but there was a little recognition for them at halftime.
I'm sure they'll light the gym on fire with their rowdiness. 1-1 early set 2 between these two teams. Brosmer just kind of has to hit it over. Gives a chance to set up for Shawnee. A nice hit right here on this near left side, just in the corner.
Yeah, talk about perfect placement there. That was a really good hit, really good spot.
That was Michaela DeGier. She leads the team in kills per set with 1.21. She's also up near there in digs per set, just under 2 at 1.76. Lexi Weber again, she's getting a lot of touches early, and that one counts. 2-2.
Yeah, well-deserved touches as she's been getting up and she's been hitting them down really hard tonight.
Now she'll get a chance to serve. On the season, only 7 service aces. See if she can maybe find an 8th. This would be the team to do it against. Taking it up on the far side, that's to right. That's going to be a point for Shawnee. As I don't think the student section quite knows what's going on. They're cheering.
They are cheering for the wrong team, and it might be because both teams are wearing black. I mean, that's a little hard for us, but I think we understood that Wabash didn't get the point there.
Great hit there up front, and right back to her off the dig. Right to Alexis Johnson, who blocked it right up and over. Now checking back in for the Wabash Valley Lady Warriors, Madison Farmer for Grace Lennard. Alexis Johnson now with a serve, just got it over the net, but a nice dig out by Tori Crane. But the hit by McCall is just outside the lines. So again, early on in the set, Shawnee keeping pace. It's 3-3.
Oh,
4-3.
I thought it was supposed to be 4-3.
one just goes over. Alexis Johnson again on the serve. And kind of like what happened in that first set, Shawnee sticking around a little bit, being a little pain in the back for Wabash Valley.
Yeah, I was just about to say, looks about like the same story as the first set, but
Shawnee has only won one set so far this season. That came just about a week ago, or under a week ago, on the 23rd against Southeastern Illinois, in which they lost 3-1. Wabash Valley getting the lead back on that rally, 5-4. So now with the serve will be Ava Greathouse. Pushing it over was the Saints, and that dig just went off wrong on the angle from Tori Crane. And not able to get it back on track was Lexi Jones out there in the back. And another one that just goes right off, it looks like her upper arm. We saw one time in the first set where that happened, and 2 in a row here.
Yep. Ava Greathouse is a great person for you to have serving the ball. She is very talented at it.
Now 14 service aces coming into the game. She had 12. Farmer just kind of knocks it over. Gives a chance for the Saints to set up. That one just over the blocks on that far side.
Yeah, not a whole lot of service aces for Greathouse, but she was injured early in the year, didn't have a whole lot of time. So that's still a little impressive for the amount of games she's played.
And there, another unforced error by number 3, Tori Crane. As it seems like she struggled a bit. 8-5 now, a 3-point lead for the Warriors. On the serve there was Haley Miller. It's the far side to Weber, but a nice block up front by the Saints. Farmer trying to get it back, but not able to. They'll give it to Weber again. Misdirection. What a save. And that's going to be, is it out? We will see. It is. And you can thank J-Lo Wiggins for that if you're a Saints fan, as she came halfway across the court and dug that one right out of the fire. She does have over 3 digs per set. Sub coming in, that's head coach Mark Mizell. Calling for a sub, Haley Wright checking in. Eight to 6, once again, the Saints sticking around. Just 2 points behind the Wabash Valley Lady Warriors. And once again is Wiggins. There's going to be a point for the Saints. Eight to 7, Shawnee just behind by one. Overall in this match, 1-0 the lead for Wabash Valley. And look at that play by Wabash Valley. That was Alyssa Wilkie.
Yeah, those are always fun plays to see. It's catching the other team off guard.
And Alyssa, looking at her numbers, more of an assist-minded player. She is 32nd in the country in assists. That one just gets over, and the Saints continue to stick around. But 32nd in the country in assists, 471 on the season coming into this one, which leads the team by over 100. And per set, she's averaging almost 8 assists per set. There's Wiggins on the serve. They're going to give it on the far side. That's Alexis Johnson, wasn't able to do much with it. Here comes Lexi Weber. Didn't put any power on it, just kind of tried to float it over the blocks. Dug out by Leonard. Set up in the back for Wilkie, but no good. Excuse me, that was Haley Miller.
Yeah, good attempt there, just Miller not being able to get it over the net completely.
Miller adding to her total attacks total. Try saying that 5 times fast. 471 on the season. Again, trying that switch action up front. It worked that time, Alexis Johnson. You'll see that a lot up front with volleyball, almost like a pick and roll with basketball. It's just, it works every time, so why not do it? But it's a Wilkie on the serve. Dug out by Wilkie on the return. Here's Brosmer. Shawnee not able to dig it out on that far side was McCall. And the Warriors retake the lead. They have had the lead, but it's been very up and down. Been very close, 11-9.
Yep.
Shawnee has been able to stick around.
It's almost, I think it might be a little worse than the first set with Shawnee keeping it close. But I guess we'll see if Wabash can go on a huge run right here and take care of them.
Haley Wright responsible for the Warriors' point there. She overhit it. Wilkie continues to serve. She just kind of has to knock it over. There's Wright, hits it off of her wrist, so not much going. Misjudged it on the bounce. 13-9. And there's going to be a timeout for head coach Mark Mizell and his Shawnee Saints. We'll be back in 30, 13-9 so far here in Mount Carmel.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
Back here at Mount Carmel, Wabash Valley against the Shawnee Saints. 0-15, the Shawnee Saints 0-7 in conference play. Wabash Valley Warriors 3-14 on the year, 1-7 in conference play. That one win in the conference coming against the team that they're playing in, Shawnee. Shawnee desperately looking for a win. I would assume that head coach Mark Mizell had this one kind of circled a little bit, thinking that this is one he could come in and maybe grab one for the season.
I was looking at our record. I definitely would have done the same if I was Mark Mizell, but I think our Warriors are going to come in here and take care of it.
On the hit here for Wabash Valley, but it's blocked out of bounds, so it will stay Shawnee point. On the hit was Michaela DeGier. As mentioned in the open, 1,480 days. That is how long it has been since Shawnee has won a match of volleyball. That one's going to be a bit far, 14-10. And to put that into perspective, 1,080 days ago, the world didn't even know what COVID-19 was yet.
And that is, wow. Yep, that's pretty insane. I can't lie.
September 8th, 2019. Just hitting it over was Jayla Wiggins. She continues to get a lot of touches. Brosmer put way too much on that one. She was trying to put it through the crust of the earth.
Yes, she was. And that ball's going to go way out, but she hit it hard, did she not?
14-11, the Saints only down by 3. That one miscued, but a bounce off of the basket will save the set. Look at that. Home field advantage. The building is rooting for the Warriors too, but in the long run it won't matter. Shawnee will get the point anyway after a out-of-bounds hit. 14-12, Shawnee staying in this one a lot longer than they stayed in that first set. A nice save there and trying to dig it out was number 9, Anai Blake, but she was not able to do so. Alexis Johnson will now serve. Dug out easily by Tori Crane. That was Not able to turn into anything. And again, Crane with the dig. Shawnee just puts it over. Setting it up on the far side for Haley Miller. And it ends in a point for Wabash Valley. Miller trying to add to that 2.4 kills per set total. So far, she has this year. Wright just completely airmailed that one.
Yeah, I wanted to hit it straight, and it went a completely 90-degree angle.
Seemed like she about hit it off her thumb. So a timeout will be called. We'll stay here. And so far, the Saints have been able to keep within in this set so far.
Yeah, they have. And they're just like last set, but 5-point lead. I mean, it still feels like Wabash has it under control, but, you know, Saints will stay in the game, and definitely the next set, don't count them out either.
17-12. This is the largest lead that the Warriors have had so far. Shawnee just took their final timeout of this set. Each team is allotted 2. So we'll see how the rest of this match plays out. We've seen a lot of touches for Lexi Weber on the Wabash Valley side. For the Shawnee Saints, it really hasn't been anyone standing out much for them, just a team performance and capitalizing off of the mistakes Wabash Valley has made.
Right, yeah, there's not one Saints player that's really sticking out like you said. I mean, maybe Jayla Wiggins, she's played a very hard game, but other than that, you're right, it's just the teamwork of taking advantage of all these mistakes by the Warriors.
And that's another one right there, a service error off the hand of Alexis Johnson. So point Shawnee, 17-13. To serve, Lexi Jones. She gets it over. Off kind of weird of the hands of Lexi Weber. Didn't deter Wabash from getting it over though. Leonard setting it up eventually to Haley Miller. That is their offensive powerhouse up front. 18-13, they put the lead back up to 5. Miller continues to be the offensive centerpiece. There's J-Lo Wiggins, and she overshoots it by about a mile. 19-13.
Yeah, Haley Miller's been there all year, and she's done a great job, as you can tell by her stats.
Statistically, one of the leaders for this team. Trying to dig it out with Weber, but not able to do so. Now it's just kind of floated over, but number 4, Kyra McCall. An interesting thing about this Saints team, all of the players are freshmen. So now one player on the Shawnee Saints have had any experience at playing at the junior college level. Wabash Valley gets a point there usually. It seems like after that second timeout from Shawnee, Wabash coming out here to really just put this one away as quickly as they can. 6 points to lead, 20-14. Leonard trying to save it, but it gets beyond the post.
Yeah, great effort there by Leonard. She almost saved it and almost got us to be able to put it back over. Keep the volley alive, but as you said, it went across the goalpost, and now it is the Saints' ball.
20-15 is the score here in set number 2. A 1-0 set lead for Wabash Valley. And just utter miscommunication there on the side of the Warriors. And just like that, it's back to a 4-point game.
Yep.
And again, it's the unforced errors on Wabash Valley's part that is keeping Shawnee close. Bernard digging it out. Weber just has to admit defeat and hit it over, giving Shawnee a chance. Bernard with a nice one-handed dig. Weber again just smacks it over. Far side, there's a Wiggins, but it's right into the hands of the libero on the Wabash side. And another long rally. Weber once more. Dug out that time by Crane. We continue to go back and forth. Weber again on the far side. They kept going to her. Eventually, she made a mistake, 20-17.
Yeah, and as you were saying, it's the Saints teamwork on coming together and taking advantage of all of our errors, and just like that, all they have to do is keep the volley alive, get it back over, and they're going to score some points here and there. And I mean, they're definitely taking it as their advantage.
As long as the Saints play good defense, it seems, if they're able to keep the rally alive for long enough, Wabash Valley is bound to make a mistake on their end offensively. Is that in? It is not. They call it for Shawnee. 20-18. Wabash can't believe it. You saw the face of Lexi Weber. She was absolutely stunned. So now it'll be Kyra McCall to serve it. She just kind of floats that one up. Leonard, far side of Weber. Nice dig out by McCall. Shawnee looking to just keep it alive as long as they can. There's Haley Miller, not able to get a kill that time. Shawnee just 2 points behind and miscommunication in the back. Frustration from Lexi Jones directed towards Tori Crane. Back to a 3-point lead for the Warriors, 21-18.
Yeah, she definitely didn't look too happy in that, as they are this close to taking their second set of the season.
And Jones having all the reason to be upset in the back. That is the libero's responsibility to get to that one. It's going to be point Shawnee.
Wow. Did we tip it, or?
Seems as if up front there was a tip on that far side by the two lead blockers. So they award the point to Shawnee. Just a 2-point lead for the Wabash Valley Warriors. Shawnee trying to win just their second set in all their matches this season. And another miscue from Wabash Valley that eventually, thankfully, gets over the net. Wabash beat this Shawnee team fairly easily in their first meeting, 3-0. That was DeGier trying to misdirect. That one right off the net. Can they get it up? They can't. So Wabash Valley, that time capitalizing on a Shawnee mistake. Coming back in is Brosmer. She checks in for Ava Greathouse. That one just skimming off the top of the net. It's now to DeGier. She's not able to get a point out of her hit. Weber dug out. And look at that. Tori Crane thought she saved a point, but hit it just hard enough to hit her own net. Back to a 4-point lead for the Wabash Valley Warriors, looking to just escape here. Again, Crane with the dig. Wiggins on the hit. It seems like it's been those two all day, and that's going to be point Shawnee as a solo block from Carmen Smith. Now checking in for Crane is number 9, Anai Blake. Coach Mazzell looking and opting for some offense, trying to get back into this one and subbing out his libero. Weber again, and she caught them right in between. Backed up on it was Kyra McCall, expecting something hard, but instead just soft and up and over the fingertips of the two blockers up front.
Match set here for the Warriors.
24-20. That one is going to be Shawnee point, as Shawnee continues to just not go away.
It's like Wabash is almost wants them to stay in the game. I don't know.
They just want to get some conditioning in, it seems like. That one's going to be outside, 24-22.
They're getting what they're asked for. The coach looked like he tried to headbutt it a little bit.
Showing off some skills.
They might have played some soccer back in the day.
24-22, Wabash Valley trying to get that match point. And will they do it? They will not. Just barely saving it. That one was Tori Crane. And Brosmer trying for the one-handed dig was Crane, and that's going to end it. At least that second set finally. Wabash Valley, another sigh of relief, just escaping. 3 minutes to break until set number 3. It's 2-0 Wabash Valley Warriors here.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
College doesn't have to start at an expensive school far away. You can save money and be close to home at Wabash Valley College. Many careers only require a 2-year degree or certificate. Or get your general education classes out of the way and transfer to a 4-year school. Wabash Valley College has programs in high-demand careers such as physical therapy assistant, advanced manufacturing, marketing, business management, nursing, and radio television. To find out more about Wabash Valley College, go to iecc.edu/WVC.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Oakview Nursing and Rehabilitation is a skilled nursing facility providing the highest quality of care for your loved one. Both short and long-term care are available, and our certified memory care unit offers the highest quality of care for our residents with dementia and Alzheimer's. Acorn Estates is a supportive living facility where our staff provides the housekeeping, maintenance, and cooking in an individual apartment setting, offering personal assistance as needed. Call or stop by today to learn more and let our family care for your family.
Back here at the Spencer Sports Center here in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Wabash Valley versus the Shawnee Saints. A 2-0 set lead for the Wabash Valley Warriors, but they did not make it look easy that last set.
No, they didn't. As we were saying after the first set, we just hoped that that's what the Warriors could clean up, and it got a little bit worse, I can't lie. And I mean, if it gets any worse than that, Shawnee's will take a set and force us into 4.
Shawnee got it within, they had a 2-point lead at one point in that set at the very beginning, but they ended it down 3. 25-22 was the final in set number 2. Wabash Valley looking to come into this one and get out of here quickly, somewhat quickly. Wilkie will be the server. There's DeGier, and she will get the first point of the day of the set for Shawnee.
Just like last set, Shawnee will take the lead at the beginning.
1-0 here early, set number 3. Subbing in Tori Crane for the Saints. On the serve was Wiggins. Nice dig by Leonard. And on this near side is Brosmer, and again just puts too much fire into it. 2-0 Shawnee. Wiggins again with the serve. This time they give it to Johnson, and an errant hit up front by DeGier careens it out of bounds. 2-1. So for the first time this set, Wabash gets a chance to serve, and That's Lexi Weber on the service ace. Two apiece here early in set number 3. 2-0 the set lead for the Warriors. They just need one more set win to come out of here with a win. And they're 1 point closer there with a block from Alexis Johnson and Haley Miller. Lexi Weber continues to serve. And a behind the back, over the head hit from Shawnee. They get the ball back. And the same thing in that second set, trying to get long rallies. But there's Brosmer that time, able to get a hard hit right to a Shawnee defender.
Yeah, great setup there by Grace Lennard. I mean, perfect positioning there for Brosmer to just put that into the ground. I think she might have got into the crust on that one.
That's going to be a service error that time for Weber.
Yeah, I think the Warriors this set just really need to focus on those unserviced errors, because that's what has kept. That's the Shawnee Saints story of the game. I mean, their coach is probably saying play as much as you can and get it over the net as easily as you can, and points will come. And if that's the case, he's been right so far.
That time was Alyssa Wilkie on the kill. And you're right. It seems like if Shawnee can just keep the rally going, at some point Wabash Valley is going to make a mistake. There it's Shawnee that makes the mistake. That's DeGier, 6-3 Warriors. Wabash Valley trying to make this as quick and painless as possible, which they weren't able to do in the first two. Right? Tried to get it over, but Madison Farmer touched the net prematurely. 6-4. That's DeGier on the serve. Now to this near side. That was Haley Miller who just kind of punched it over. Brosmer, the set to Farmer, caught the defenders in between.
I think DeGier for Shawnee could be a pointed out player. She's definitely been playing really hard, and she has sneaky hops, and her serve is exceptionally good.
She does lead this team in kills per set with just over 1.2. 12 service aces coming into this one. She also does it defensively, just under 2 dicks per set. Wabash, some miscommunication up front. They did get it over eventually.
Yeah, Farmer almost took out Lennard there, but they ended up communicating and getting it over the net.
Speaking of Lennard, she gets it to Miller, who wasn't able to get a kill, but it came off the hand of Jayla Wiggins, kind of weird. So it'll be a point for Wabash Valley. Another timeout for the Saints. 8-4 Wabash Valley. We'll take a break of our own.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Back here in Mount Carmel, Illinois. A timeout here early in set number 3. The Saints, they've been able to keep it somewhat close all day, but they have just not been able to get over the hump.
No, they have not. And that's, I don't know. I mean, it's been that way for 3 years over there in Shawnee, so it's really nothing new for them.
Now, the difference between what has transpired this season and what has transpired tonight is Shawnee being able to keep up fairly well with Wabash Valley. They might be down 2 sets, but they've been able to keep it close for at least a little bit of time. In those first 2, hitting off the speakers, careening back to the side of the Wabash Valley Warriors, who eventually get it through. Wilkie sets it, and there's Haley Miller.
What's that? I thought that was Wilkie. Was it 13 or was it Haley?
It's Haley Miller there.
Wilkie's usually the one that does that. Does the fake and act like she's going to set somebody up and then throws it over to the other side. She's been doing a really good job of that tonight.
Wilkie with a hitting percentage of .268. Anything over .250 is pretty good. If you're over .300, that's exceptional. Dug out by Wiggins. Wilkie sets it to Farmer. Farmer not able to find the hardwood. Wilkie again to Farmer. Again, Farmer not able to do anything with it. Wilkie sets again, this time to the near side. That's Haley Miller. An explosive touch after the two touches from Farmer. 11-4 Warriors.
That ball was hit hard. Another timeout. Not for sure by who.
Looks like that's going to be another timeout for the Saints. And as they take a timeout, we'll take one of our own. 11-4 here in set number 3.
College doesn't have to start at an expensive school far away. You can save money and be close to home at Wabash Valley College. Many careers only require a 2-year degree or certificate. Or get your general education classes out of the way and transfer to a 4-year school. Wabash Valley College has programs in high-demand careers such as physical therapy assistant, advanced manufacturing, marketing, business management, nursing, and radio television. To find out more about Wabash Valley College, go to iecc.edu/WVC.
Back here in Mount Carmel, Illinois, 11-4 Wabash Valley on top of the Shawnee Saints. Wabash Valley looking to improve and get their 4th win on the season, their 2nd win in conference play. Shawnee is just looking to survive for one more set. That has been the story of their season. Wabash Valley will retain the ball. Ava Greathouse will be on serving duties behind the line. Whistle is blown and we're back in play. On the far side, that's McCall. Too much juice on it. 12-4. Wabash Valley able to pull away somewhat here. That's what they haven't been able to do the first 2 sets tonight. Did it hit the line? It did not. It's going to be Shawnee point.
Looked like it hit the line from over here, but
I guess that's why we're sports broadcasters, not officials.
Line officials. That's very correct.
Serving in now for Shawnee, Lexi Jones. And that one was Wilkie. Did she get it in?
Nope.
Okay. That one was a little more questionable, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we had a better angle at it over here, too. But, once again, that's why we're broadcasters. And the line officials.
12-6. If it was up to us, it would be 14-4. But we'll go with the official score nonetheless. Lennar trying to save it, and that's going to be a 3rd straight point for the Saints.
And here comes the same thing we've seen every single set so far. Wabash wants to take the lead. Shawnee will not give it. Will not let him get too far away.
Wilkie to Miller, and look at that. She was halfway into her own territory and found the perfect spot to place it. 13-7. That's why Haley Miller is where she is in kills, leading the team. And also why she gets so many touches as she leads the team in total attacks as well. Far side is Wiggins. Lenard digs it out. Wilkie setting to Farmer. Just outside the line. It's going to be point Shawnee Community College. So Tori Crane will be behind the service line. Up and over the net. Wilkie over to Weber, who just hits it up and over. Setting it here on this near side. And Madison Farmer gets one to fall.
Yeah, she gets her get back there from not really getting on top of the ball there at that last time she tried to attack, but definitely made up for it on that one.
Madison Farmer statistically just under 2 kills per set, a hitting percentage of 102. She also assists a lot. She has 322. She's second on the team in that category. Nice serve there, but a nice reaction there from Wiggins, who does get the hit, but it's just outside. 15-8 now. So Madison Farmer will continue to serve it. And she just gets so much movement on that off the hand. Wiggins trying to find the hole, not able to. On this near side with a good hit. That's number 23, Emmeline Hart, getting her first action of the game.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of her, but it's a very good job. I think she's been concussed and limited time playing, so it's good to see her back out there making plays.
A sophomore outside hitter for this Wabash Valley team.
Yeah, one of the only sophomores that we have still on this team, but
she's one of 4.
Yep.
The other ones being Greathouse, Miller, Mello, and Farmer. I should have said one of 5. That's why I don't take math classes.
Yep.
16-8 the score. Warriors here in set 3. And with the error there was Alexis Johnson trying to swing over and get it off the back set from Alyssa Wilkie. 6-point lead for Wabash Valley. The Saints now in double digits with their point total at 10. On that serve was Kyra McCall. There's Hart again. Not able to find the hardwood. Emmeline Hart will just push that one over, give Shawnee a chance to set their things up, and they set it up well, but DeGier put too much on it as it falls out of bounds. Will now be Alyssa Wilkie behind the service line. (17-10) is the score. Punching it over was Carmen Smith. Emmeline Hart here on this near side. As she was too far away, she hit it outside of the post. 17-11 now. So Shawnee continues to stay in it. They are just not going away. 2-0, the set lead. 17-11. With 2-0, the match lead. 17-11, the set lead, I should say. That's right. Giving it to Brosmer. Now DeGier can't find anything. Brosmer, a bit of misdirection. As here we go with the long rally again. And as we've seen, this tends to lean towards Shawnee.
Emmeline Hart just came in and hit the crap out of the ball so far. It's good to see her back and being healthy.
It does end up with a Wabash Valley Warriors point. They increase their lead to 7. 18-11 is the score. Emmeline Hart will get her first serving action of the day. Gets over to Crane. DeGier now on the far side. Right to Wilkie. Brosmer, she's been putting smoke on it all day and continues to do so. 19-11.
Grace Leonard has set her up perfectly almost every time. Grace has been doing a great job placing the balls where they need to be.
That's why she's in the position she's in as the libero. Not only is she defensively savvy, but able to set up her attackers whenever she wants to.
Right. So you can't just say she's a defensive player. That's just as much on offense as all the killers and all the other hitters out there.
20-11 now the lead. That one just skipping over Emmeline Hart with the unorthodox service ace.
Yep, and those are always lead to points, you think. I mean, usually as it changes the ball's movement so much and just kills it right there. No one's expecting it.
And now getting her first action of the day, Taylor Pittman.
Yeah, I usually see a lot of her out here, but not until the late third set of this game.
26 kills on the season, 20 blocks to her name. Wiggins hitting it over to Leonard, who digs it out. That's Alexis Johnson, not able to find hardwood. She tried, though. There's DeGier blocked over there on the far side by Pittman and Johnson. Another long rally. There's Pittman looking for kill number 27, doesn't get it. DeGier blocked and not able to be saved by Shawnee.
Great job here by the Warriors, and it's kind of what I was hoping that would happen. We finally got out of a timeout and put it to them and never gave up. I don't think we haven't let them score in quite some time now, as Emlyn Hart's been serving. And they're going to count that one too. That almost spoke us not scoring into existence, but guess I'm just going to be quiet and let Emlyn Hart do her thing.
Well, that's how you know. I guess the broadcaster jinx isn't a real thing. That one barely staying in. Leonard setting it up on the far side for Pittman, who overhits it. I guess I'll stop talking about the broadcaster's jinx also.
Yep. It will come eventually. Never count it out.
23-12. At least there's not a no-hit. At least we can't jinx a no-hitter in volleyball.
That's very true. That'd be the... Ooh.
23-12 the score. Warriors just 2 points away from putting this match on ice. Set up for Blake, and she's able to get something going. Emlyn Hart reacted a bit late. It had the trajectory of going out and leading to Wabash Valley's 24th point, but instead it's 23-13. To serve, Carmen Smith. Just about the perfect serve, but a little outside. And it's match point all of a sudden. And here comes in Madison Farmer as Wabash Valley looks to close it out. Alexis Johnson on the serve. DeGier hits it up. And Miller with the final kill of the day. Who else? She's the one that's been doing it all year. Might as well give it to her.
Yep.
When the match is in her hands. So a 3-0 final set-wise for the Wabash Valley Warriors. It did get a little tense for them there in that second set, but ultimately able to pull away.
Yeah, and the same story as we kept saying is, I mean, that was basically the story of the game is as Shawnee just kept the ball in play, stayed alive, got the ball over the net as any way they could, and they did a great job of it, and they let us make errors that shouldn't have happened on our end, but, our girls ended up figuring that out, especially after the second set, that they just needed to put it a little bit more together, and they figured that out the third set and put out Shawnee for the third set.
And a lot of that coming from Jayla Wiggins, her athleticism helping save some points on Shawnee's side. Wabash Valley able to get the win, 3-0. Overall, Haley Miller continued to do her thing. Lexi Weber as well got a bunch of touches. We're going to let you go. For Tice Gordon, I'm Riley Angel, and have a good night.